Hey guys, I'm Combat Craig, and the VA doesn't care one bit about its veterans. They're just numbers, not human beings. This is an actual quote from a VA employee. This was done a couple of years ago, but think about it. Not much has changed. What happens when you call the VA? Last name and your last four. It starts off with a numbering system numbers, numbers, numbers. They don't care. So, this is what we need to change. We are going to need to change it because our VA system is broken. I'm going to hop into a screen share here and go over this article with you and give you my 2 cents. All right, so this one's a couple years old and it's talking about the new Accountability Act. I highlighted some of these parts. So for the Department of Veterans Affairs, it's always about the numbers. Totally, still is. When asked to meet attainable standards, the VA Medical Center in Phoenix, Arizona struggled to fill appointments and meet the demand from veterans. Remember that debacle? Um, and after several years after the debate, the department and the president finally got their wish and they came up with the VA Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act. But how well is that thing really working for us sitting here in 2020, December 2020 going into 2021? Just from what I could see, not very well. I just changed the new VA system myself, and I had to get a whole bunch of care stuff going. I got to stay up on my stuff, and got an appointment that I actually didn't need. Requested an appointment for a chiropractic because it actually works. My primary care is like, oh yeah, we don't do that. You have to go to physical therapy. That phone call never came. So I got to call them after this video actually and get those chiropractor things because they work. And, it's like if you sit here and don't be proactive and ride their ass, they're just, whatever, a number just lost in the shuffle. I mean, if you're having a good experience with the VA, cool, good for you. I'm glad for you. But that's just not the way it is, and for most people. And I've had a few good experiences when I lived in Montana. That's it. In my 28 years with dealing with the VA. So this next highlighted part, the agency's employees say more than 3 years after the Phoenix scandal, VA management has the same penchant for the same numbers that got them into trouble in the first place. They continue to prize those goals over their employees' well being, many of whom are veterans themselves. The new performance standards don't give them enough time to improve, employees added. So this article is more talking about quotes from VA employees, which is where I got this title from. This is the problem. The VA is the VA, and this is kind of more about the employees complaining. Boo-hoo. At least you guys are getting paid to complain. There's a lot of veterans out here that can't even get tinnitus service connected, and if we are, we're lowballed at $100 or $200, so we don't really have a whole lot of sympathy. And I feel comfortable speaking for you guys on that. There's a quote right there. VA does not care one bit about its veterans. They are just numbers, not human beings. I just couldn't even. I saw that. I was like, that's exactly right. That's the way I feel. That's from what I can see. That's what it looks like. So, one VBA employee in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, offered to accept a demotion to a lower general schedule level and an $11,000 pay cut rather than risk removal. Now, blah, blah, blah with the employees. The employee who requested anonymity to discuss the situation more freely has been working for the agency for 10 years. Managers offered fewer opportunities to do work that generated more points towards a performance rating. I feel like I was being targeted. Another employee in Philly, her 28-year career at VBA may come to an end after failing a performance rating by less than 1 point. A VBA rating specialist and local representative, blah, blah, blah. So, there's good and bad. This one is kind of more about the employees complaining. I think that part's actually good. Somebody's holding these guys accountable. But it's, you know what I mean? Like, fix it. This is 3 years old. I don't know how well this is actually getting fixed. But I do know because I have talked to a VA rater that said this thing was just kind of a gigantic pain in the ass. So this is kind of explaining the gigantic pain in the ass. Everybody's scared. The pay's pretty good. Good for you. I'm glad the pay's pretty good for you. It's not for us. People are afraid for their jobs. They're afraid to take action. Everybody's worried about repercussions. Good. If you suck, we need to blow you out. Hopefully, this kind of accountability is bleeding over into the C&P examiners. Because as I want all these guys accountable, I want C&P examiners and the raters accountable the most to tell you. So, it goes on. VA as a whole no longer cares about employees. We are a numbers oriented system that doesn't care about how hard employees work or the stress that's put on them. And this is another, part, and VSOs aren't employees, but this is a systemic problem that I suspect has been going on since the Civil War. Numbers oriented, don't care how hard employees work. So if that's you and you're a VA employee and you don't care and you just got to meet this number, you just don't care anymore. And then you treat us like numbers. Like, that's the problem. Many problems, but that's the way I see it. I'm burned out. I've seen the morale slowly drift away from this office. They do these little surveys and stuff like that. New HR guidance. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not making this a really long video. I'll put the link to this in there so you can check it out. What is the VA Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act of 2017? Employment's grievance process to 21 days. It shortens time employees have to respond to disciplinary action. It accelerates appeals process for rank and file employees with a Merit Systems Protection Board. It removes NSPB as an avenue for senior execs to appeal their own disciplinary. I can't believe they used to be able to appeal their own disciplinary actions. You got a write-up. Old Combat Craig got a write-up. Let me go ahead and respond to that. No, I didn't. I guess that's a good one. Standard VA must use to prove employee misconduct, codifies and strengthens the whistleblower in executive order. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys know anything about this whistleblower thing? Like, do you have any firsthand knowledge or, thoughts or opinions? Leave them in the comments below. I think the whole thing's just completely broken. Keep the part that pays the benefits, and then let's just shut down the rest of it and rebuild it. I think I could find 50 people to go in and implement, common sense stuff in 50 states, like veterans. Like we're the ones that you guys are caring for, and you're not even veterans. You just no clue. Great, PTSD is like this, according to the DSM-5. Well, that's great, but Doc, you don't have it. You have no clue what it's like to suffer from it. You can't find it in a book. Get a little worked up sometimes. It takes at least 2 years to become good. VBA's new guidance is particularly hard to reconcile because it takes 2 years to become proficient veteran service representative or rating specialist. Well, that might be. I don't know why it takes so long. I mean, I guess I've been spending a year and a half, but I'm not doing the job. You know what I mean? Like I'm learning stuff. Like how hard could this possibly be? They're not lawyers or they're not doctors. I don't get it. It's all the red tape. That's probably what it is. It shows some removals. If there's a law change or a new court interpretation comes out or a new procedure comes out, management will conduct a training on it, usually via Microsoft Link. There's no opportunities to ask questions or anything like that. It's just dissemination of information. I can just imagine what it'll look like. Like, hey guys, we went ahead and removed public use DBQs. Why don't you hop on Microsoft Link? I'll tell you all about it. And then you could ask no questions. So, hi everybody from every VARO in the land. We don't accept them anymore. Okay, bye. Have a nice day. Like I could just imagine, because I do know that the DBQ issue is all over the board. Probably because stuff like this, because they're just idiots and don't even think about it. Don't know how to roll stuff out, right? Yeah. So these secretaries and higher echelon people, they didn't serve. Exactly. That I don't think that's the entire problem, but if you didn't serve, you have no clue what it's like to walk in my shoes as a veteran with a variety of problems. You just don't, whatever, good, bad, indifferent. I know they have veterans in there, but at the end of the day, whoever's making these big corporate decisions, they're making them on numbers and they're not making them on what's actually better. Now, to that point, the VA as a whole has actually gotten better in the last 10 years, but not much. Let's see if we have any more here. Okay, so that ends up that wraps it up. Just want to see what your guys' thoughts were on this. Um, Again, I'm currently going through this. I understand, and by VA, I'm talking about the VHA, Veterans Health Administration, and the VBA, the Veterans Benefits Administration. They are two separate things, but I'm talking about all of them collectively here in this video. I'll put a link to this thing and go check out this link. Leave some comments. Um, if you support this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to support me a little bit more, there's a join button on the channel, and there's a join button underneath the video. I appreciate all the support. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.